Ready to move.
All the way out.
So scared.
Hello there, and welcome back to my channel. This week, I'm still working on my lean-to project. While I'm in the shop looking for my shoes, Lowell and James rolls out the tall scaffold and puts it in place. Then we brought out the short scaffold. I walked along with them, with my hand on it to look like I was helping. It's always a great thing when my buddy Lowell swings by to lend us a hand. Seriously, he's like the superhero of DIY. So here we are, just 4 measly purlins away from having all the steel in place. With our combined skills, teamwork, and what some might call uncanny level of precision, others might just call it dumb luck, we're almost done. Things are happening so fast, if you blinked, you might have missed it. You got me standing high on the tall scaffold like some kind of do-it-yourself daredevil, while James does his things on the short one. While standing atop his scaffold, he lifts up a purlin and puts it in place while I secure it with a clamp. The way we're working together, you might confuse us with a NASCAR pit crew. Now that we have all the purlins in place, I'm ready to start welding. But this time of year in South Texas, it's not as bad as welding in a hurricane, but it feels like it would be. So I decided to pivot and focus on the next challenge. How am I going to get all that tin onto the roof?
Now there's probably many ways to put the tin up on the roof, but if you want to see how I do it, stick around and watch.
Now, if you've been following along with my lean-to build, you may recognize the 2x2 square tubing that I used to hold my purlins while I gave them a coat of paint. Well, guess what? I think they will be perfect to make the cradle for lifting the tin sections onto the scaffold. I really don't think it's necessary to get too picky about how level everything is, but it won't hurt.
Everything looks good.
So armed with my new Evolution saw, seriously, this thing's a game changer. I make quick work of cutting some 2x2 angle iron. 2 pieces, to be exact, one for each end of the cradle. Now that I have 2 pieces cut, I need to make a notch on each end. That way they fit better on the 2x2 tubing. I start with making a 2-inch cut from each end with the Evolution saw, and I finish it off with the cutting wheel.
Okay.
Let's get ready to weld. Now keep in mind, this cradle is just temporary, and I'll take it apart when I'm finished putting the tin on the roof, so there's no need to make a lot of welds. One more piece to go on, but first I need to clean it up. I pulled this piece out of my junk pile. It had a bunch of old leg screws that had to be ground off. That cutting wheel makes quick work of that. Now it's time to bring out the big mother buffer and knock off most of this rust.
There we go. There we go. Thanks.
Now I need to find the balance point of the cradle, and after I do that, weld this lifting bar on and this baby will be done. But not too much weld.
Finished. Finally, it's time to get my tin ready to go on the roof. So let's get it out of the weeds, and to do that I'm going to need some rigging. Let me go get some. Here's some. Okay, take the strap off. Restrap. Restrap. Well, that was a little bit of a struggle, but I finally got this tin in the shop. So now, once I finish all the welding, I still got to do some paint touch up where the welds were. And when that's done, this tin's ready to go on. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time on My Retired Life.